Okay, so it's Friday, December 9th, and I've removed these for now because I wanted to do some drilling, and I think it was day before yesterday I went to drill for this mast, and I put blocks in where I wanted the masts to be, but unfortunately I put the block in the wrong place. The block is under here, the original block. So I removed all this decking. That's why there's that line there, which is kind of unfortunate. But I removed this decking, put in a new block, glued it all back together, and then this morning I drilled this. I think it'll be all right once I get I'm going to use the operating or working turnbuckles that you can get from Proctor Models. They build or sell museum quality World War I aircraft, biplanes. So they have a lot of really nice rigging stuff there. Cable, turnbuckles, and so on. So that's where I'm gonna get the turnbuckles with a clevis. You can get them with a clevis end and an eye end. So I'll put the clevis ends down on these. There'll be two pieces of flat metal here going down onto the hull. And so the clevis can hook to them. The same here. There's a piece that's made that fits over this. That has two places for two. So there'll be 9 of them all told, really. So you get 4 on the front mast, and then 2, and 1 at the stern. So I've also I've got this further along. I've drilled for these. These I got at Ship Crafters. They're kind of a white metal. They're an odd size. I think they're like 380. So I used a Forstner bit, and I drilled 3/8. So I'll have to open these holes up with sandpaper or something to get those in. I've got this visor pretty much done. It's difficult. These supports, like I'll show you here, made out of plywood. It's very difficult to make them all the same. If I was set up for it, the thing to do would be to cast them. Use resin. Make one that like that, the shape that you want, and then cast all the rest of them. I think there's 10 of them in there or something. And actually, as things went on, initially the visor sits right on the supports. But then when I came around the corner, the visor, there's one missing there. And that's missing because that one was the wrong angle. So I just glued the visor end to end, and I continued on in that same manner. And under here, you can see that visor is not really touching the, come on, focus. It's not really touching the bracket. So I don't know. I could remove it and make some more, but at this point, I think I'm just going to keep going forward. I get these get portholes in, and then I got to do there's a wall across here between the roofs. It has a small window in it. I've got to do that, and then the muffler. And for the muffler, Payson said he used a 1/2-inch dowel. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll use a 1/2-inch dowel, and I'll put this copper, straighten this copper and cut it and put the right bends in it, and that'll be the pipe above and below the muffler. I just paint the whole affair black, or I don't know, maybe I'll just paint it kind of a silver, gray silver. Yeah, that's about it right now. Things are going along. Now that I've got these masts cut, I can start working on them. They've got to be sanded down quite a bit, and there's a lot of hardware that goes on. There's a piece of hardware at the top that has 4 eyelets in it for the cabling, 4 and aft eyelets and port and starboard, and then the same with this one. And so that's gonna take a little bit of doing to form the band, the ring, and then I guess I'll silver solder the eyelets on. We'll see. Meanwhile, it's gotten real cold here, so I don't get out here regularly. I only come out here when there's enough time to get a fire going and warm it up in here. So things are going to be slow. So that's it.